Have you tried stretching to decompress your spine and get rid of back pain, but haven't been successful? In this video, I'm going to show you core and hip strengthening exercises to help address that spinal compression at the source. Hey guys, my name is Dean. Welcome to Manful Yoga. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 exercises that you can do without any equipment to help address the root cause of your spinal compression. Now, before I get started, make sure to subscribe. We put out free workouts, tutorials, and resources like this on a very regular basis, and I don't want you to miss out. You can also hit the bell button to get notifications so you know exactly when a new video is released. Also, I have a question for you, and I'd really appreciate a response in the comments below. What do you think is causing your spinal compression? Is it exercise related? Is it work related? Is it because of what you do on a daily basis? And it probably is. Let me know in the comments below. Give me your answer. All right, now by the end of this video, you're going to know the 5 exercises to help with directly addressing the root causes of your spinal compression. You'll know the correct technique, how often to do them, recommended duration, and what to feel in your body as you're doing them. Let's get started. We're gonna get started on the ground and on your back. And getting on your back is actually one of the best ways to decompress your spine. You're getting off of your feet and getting your back relaxed. And the first exercise we're doing is just called a basic hands to thighs. So I want you to press your hands into your thighs, push your thighs back into your hands, and really squeeze your abs here. So you're gonna feel the tops of your thighs, or kind of your hip flexors working here. Your abs should be working, and you might feel a little bit of a release in your lower back. If you feel like your back is straining, push your belly button down so that your lower back is flat on the ground, and then continue to squeeze the abs. This one you can do for 30 seconds, but just make sure you're being intense about it. So again, really driving your hands into your thighs, kind of like you're having a battle between your hands and your thighs, and really push and squeeze your abs. So again, 30 to 45, maybe 60 seconds here. And this is really good for taking the pressure out of your back and kind of putting it into your core muscles, which is where it's supposed to be. All right, and then relax. Next exercise, reclined twist. So we're gonna work on your core strength in a little different way. Bring your arms straight out to the sides. Inhale to bring your legs over to the right. And then as you exhale, squeeze your core and bring your legs back to the middle. Inhale to the left. Exhale, squeeze your core, bring it back to the middle. Now we're gonna go back and forth like this, going nice and slow, using your breath to help. And this is, again, strengthening your core to address the root cause of spinal compression, which is partly weakness in your core. Again, feeling this through your abs. You don't want to push down through your arms too much here. You want to make it about your core, and you're not just pushing down through your arms to get your legs back to the middle. I'd recommend doing at least 5 to each side, and you can go up to 10 to each side. And you can do this 2 to 3 times a day. Once per day is great as well, either before you get into your seated position, so maybe part of a morning routine, or at the end of the day to help with kind of undoing and getting the kinks out of your body as a result of sitting. All right, next set of exercises, we're gonna flip onto your stomach, and this is going to address, first one is going to address your glutes. Now, this one's really good for your glutes because we're keeping your back in a nice neutral position, not arching your back, which could cause pain. So from this tabletop position, I want you to lift your left knee. Take a deep breath in, and then press your heel up toward the ceiling, keeping your leg in tight, and squeeze your butt as much as possible. As you inhale, bring it back. As you exhale, kick back up, squeezing your butt, driving your heel up like you're pushing into the ceiling, trying to lift the ceiling. So I would do at least 5 of these. Again, focusing on squeezing your butt. If you can't squeeze your butt yet, you might just have to keep practicing this until you feel that engagement. A lot of us don't have that engagement in our glutes yet because we just spend too much time sitting and we don't have that awareness. We don't have that connection between our muscles and our brain. So it takes practice to develop it. And then you're going to switch sides. You see my hands are down here. You can also come up onto your fist, or if you have blocks, you can even come up onto blocks. And this way, it's just going to be a little bit easier for you to focus on that glute engagement. Make sure that you're not arching your back here. So I'm not arching my back and pressing up because that might actually exacerbate my spinal compression. So I want to keep my back neutral or even rounded here as I focus on driving my heel up and over and squeezing my glutes. All right, so there's the donkey kicks. Next one is a plank. So plank is really good because it's so full body and it focuses on core strength, hip strength, and even shoulders, which aren't really a factor here, but working on your core strength helps to relieve pressure on the back. So make sure you're pulling your belly button up toward your lower back here. Don't let your hips sag. That's going to make your back feel worse. So belly button pulls up, squeeze your hands toward your feet. That's going to add another element of core engagement that helps strengthen what's called your transverse abdominals. And that's going to help with back pain a lot. All right, so hand squeeze toward the feet, belly button lifts up. Make sure you're squeezing your thighs here, not just using your shoulders and your hands, but actually using your hips and your core as well. This one I would hold for 30 to 60 seconds, and you can work your way up to 90 or even 120 seconds as well. Next exercise is called a Cobra. Now this only works if you do it properly, so pay attention. You're gonna lay down flat on your chest, squeeze your hands toward your hips, elbows pull down toward the hips as well. Tops of the feet face the ground. Squeeze your thighs so your knees are lifted off the ground. Press your big toes together, all 10 toes touching the ground, and then pull your chest forward and lightly lift your chest off the ground using mostly your core strength and your hips. So squeezing the thighs together, squeezing your feet together, locking out your legs, lengthening from your hips through the top of your head, down from your feet all the way up, and then lifting lightly. So it's not a contest to get as high as you can here. It's more about using strength to lift up. So I'm not using my hands here to lift. I'm just squeezing my elbows and my hands back toward my hips. And then I'm gonna hold this for 20 seconds, maybe up to 45 seconds, but make sure you have that constant engagement through your legs. So squeezing your thighs and squeezing your abs, and then release. All right. And that's it. So those are your 5 exercises to strengthen your hips and your core. Now, this is only part of the equation. You also want to make sure that you are stretching your spine. You want to stretch the muscles that connect to your spine, meaning your shoulders, your upper back, and also your hips. And you also want to be doing exercises that anticipate and prevent spinal decompression from happening. So that's what we just did here. But you also want to do full body exercises that help. So if you want to learn more about decompressing your spine, make sure to check out the blog in the description in this video. And if you're looking for a program to get started, I have phase 1 of Bulletproof Your Back for free on my website as well, and you can check that out. All right, like this video if you enjoyed it. If you found it useful, leave a comment. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.